What's going on, everybody? Josh here with Scrapyard Films, and today I got another video for you. It's going to be a tutorial teaching you how to get the best streaming settings possible using OBS, Streamlabs OBS, and StreamElements OBS. They're all based off the same initial engine, which is OBS, so these settings will work for all of these programs. I did a video in the past about the best settings for low-end PCs, so in this video, I'm going to be explaining the best settings for low-end and high-end PCs. This is all going to be using the latest update to OBS, which is the OBS version as of when this video is created. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the best AMD encoding settings. If you want to learn how to get the best X264 processor or NVIDIA encoding settings, those links will be in the description below. I've learned a lot over the past couple years of streaming, and so doing a ton of research and speaking to developers, these settings are going to be exactly what the developers are suggesting. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so I have OBS open. The first thing you're going to want to do is update OBS to at least version 24. You can do that by going to OBS's website, or if you want to use StreamElements like I am using right now, you can download that in the link in the description. So next, go down to Settings. This window may look a little bit different in Streamlabs, but all of these same settings are there. Then we're going to make our way down to the Video tab. First, you're going to see base canvas resolution. Now for this resolution, you want to make sure it's the same as the monitor you're gaming on. And that's also usually the same as the resolution of the video game you're playing. So if you have a 1080p monitor, make sure it says 1920 by 1080. Now output scaled resolution. You're going to want to do this for two reasons. One, if you don't have that great of an internet connection and your upload speed isn't that high. Or two, if you're not affiliated or partnered with Mixer or Twitch, then you may not have transcoding on your stream, which means nobody can change the quality of your stream. So to make your stream more fluid and easier to watch, you'll want to downscale this to 720p. Now Downscale Filter, you'll see four options. The option closest to the top is the technically quote-unquote worst way of downscaling, and the option at the bottom is the best. So if you have a computer that's probably over 3 years old, you'll probably want to use bilinear or area. If you have a relatively newer computer that's probably within 3 years old, then you could probably use bicubic or Langzos. Next, you'll see common FPS values. Most of the time, for unaffiliated and unpartnered people, the best FPS you can put is 30 to 48. This also helps if you have a lower end PC, because it's using less resources to produce the frame rate. But if you do have a relatively good PC, then you can go ahead and choose 60 frames per second. Next, make your way to the output menu. Make sure you're on the streaming tab right here. Go up to output mode and make sure you're on advanced. And then we're going to go down to encoder. We're going to want to choose the H264 AVC encoder, the one with AMD in the parentheses. This may look a little bit different depending on which AMD graphics card you have, but you'll clearly know it's the AMD one because it'll have AMD in the parentheses. Make sure Enforce Streaming Service Encoder Settings is enabled, and make sure Rescale Output right here is unchecked because we are going to be rescaling in the Video tab. We don't need to do it twice. Next, under Preset, you're going to see some options, and we're going to choose either one of the two at the bottom, Twitch streaming or YouTube streaming. As far as I can tell, they're identical, and so I just say stick with the platform you're streaming to. If you're using Twitch or Mixer, choose Twitch. If you're using YouTube, choose YouTube. Under that, we'll see Quality Preset, and there's three options: Speed, Balanced, and Quality. If you have an older graphics card that's maybe over 3 or 4 years old, you'll probably want to choose Speed or Balanced. If you have a graphics card that's within 3 years old, then you could choose Balanced or Quality. If you have a really good graphics card, then you definitely want to choose Quality. Prepass mode, you can enable this if you want, but it is going to be a little bit extra taxing on your graphics card. So if you have this enabled, you may see encoder overloads, and then you may need to disable it. So for target bitrate, the best bitrate actually kind of depends on two things. One, how good your internet upload speed and bandwidth is, and two, how relatively new and powerful your graphics card is. If you set this number too high, your encoder can slack off and actually not encode all the frames properly, making your stream look choppy. And also if it's too high and your internet can't handle it, they're going to see a lot of drop frames and choppiness. It's not going to look too good. So a really good number to start at is probably around 3000. If your stream looks good and you're not encountering any encoder errors, then you can up the target bitrate if you want to increase the quality all the way till it starts skipping frames and looking bad. There's no perfect setting because everybody's rig is different, so you're going to have to play with this one and see which works best for you. Filler data and keyframe interval all grayed out, you can't change those. After that, hit apply, and then start a stream up and see how it looks. If you see any kind of encoder overloading, you can mess with the quality preset and the bitrate, play around with those two. But after all this, your stream should look great. And there you have it. You now know how to get the best streaming settings possible. If you got any questions, be sure to shoot them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer every one I can, but it may take a long time to get to them because there are a lot of those questions. If this video helped you out, be sure to shoot a like and subscribe down there. That'll really help me out. Maybe consider supporting the channel. That link will be in the description as well. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see y'all in the next video. And I want to give a shout out to all my supporters, especially my super scrappers, LMC, HPL gamers, and Old Man Beta.